Oh, they were talking about the Aliexpress VAT stuff. Yes, that's interesting. So, as they were saying, and as I've been looking at myself too, Aliexpress has joined the pre-announcement VAT thing that you can do, and that means that if you now start to pay for an order, I guess we could try and show you, because that is very interesting to look at. Because before we were all afraid, well, we can't use AliExpress anymore, and it's going to be too. There we go. It's going to be too expensive, and you know. But right now, if we go into AliExpress, and I believe we're logged in. We're not logged in. Let's log in. Let's say we want to buy a bunch of resistors. Okay. Yeah, we want, I don't know, we want these, continue shopping, and I need some of these, and I need some of these, and we need some of those too. Okay, so we have a bunch of resistors in our cart. So if we then go here, and we select, I want to pay for this order, nothing has yet changed. As you can see, we have the subtotal, and we have the shipping costs. We save a bit on shipping because all the shipping methods are the same. But if we then hit Buy from Seller, there is a new field here, which is called VAT. And that, if you hover over it, it will actually say, well, maybe not that. Oh, there we go. From 1st of July 2021, they now need to charge VAT. So before, anything under 22 euros was exempt of paying VAT. But right now, everything has to be paid, BTW as we call it in Dutch, but you have to pay VAT. Now, if the shop you're buying from prepays it, that's it. You pay those extra costs, and in this case, it's 57 cents. In our, it's 22% of the total in our case. And, well, as I've always said, I don't mind paying VAT or BTW or whatever. I just don't want to pay like the 18 euros PostNL would charge for it before, or DHL does. So before, if you got something in and they deemed it to be 23 euros, you had to pay like 1 euro of VAT and then 18 euros of transaction costs. That was like totally insane, and I've actually refused packages because of that. It would be like, send them back, because I'm not going to pay 18 euros for something that is not even worth 18 euros to begin with, because they misjudged the content, basically. So, right now, if you, at least for the Netherlands, and I think this is going to be the case for most EU countries, if the shop you buy from prepays it, like AliExpress will now do, that's it. No more additional costs. And they'll just ship it. You've paid VAT. They arrange that all in their automatic systems. And, well, you get the VAT, but that's it. And that makes AliExpress still very interesting to buy from. Where we were afraid we might need to stop buying from AliExpress, I don't think much will change. Because, yes, everything will be, in theory, 20% more expensive than it was before, 22% or whatever the rule is in your local country, or whatever the rule is in your country. The problem is only in shops that will not do this. Now, for instance, my shop partner, Allnet, doesn't have this system set up yet, because it's you have to do an investment, and there's all kinds of paperwork and forms and stuff like that. So they are looking into that. And there's actually additional cost on the seller side to arrange all this, because it's extra work, basically. So they don't have this yet, but then again, the goods we sell, if you buy 1 or 2 Queen LED controllers, if you, in the Netherlands, it means if VAT is not prepaid, you have to pay VAT when it comes in, so that's the 22%, and then they're going to add a charge of 4 euros. So if it's a package of 60, 70 bucks, you have to pay 4 euros extra. I think you can survive that. It's those $3, $5, $7 packages I didn't want to have 18 euro extra expensive on. And yeah, like Johnny says, 25% extra on dirt cheap is still dirt cheap. If I would buy the same resistors in the Netherlands, I'd pay 4 to 5 euros, and then I'd pay another 4 to 5 euros shipping. So it's still like 1/5 or 1/3 of the price in most cases. So for me, I won't stop buying on AliExpress. And as I said, AllNet doesn't have it arranged yet for the Quinn LED stuff. But then percentage-wise, it's much less of an issue, I'd say, until we hopefully can get that arranged too. But in another way, it's actually good, because before I'd struggle to buy something that's like 30, 40, 50 euros, because I knew I'd have to pay import tax anyway. I was fine with the tax. But then there was this extra fee from the shipping company that easily was like 16 or 18 euros, making the whole ordeal quite expensive. That's now gone. So in some ways, getting certain packages has now actually become cheaper than it was before. You can order whatever below 150 euros and you know what you're going to pay. Instead of before, you could get very unlucky and have to pay a lot to get your package. I don't think it's a bad thing that's happening. I mean, I never had an issue with paying tax. It's just those extra fees. And those are now gone. Or at least a lot lower. So, yeah. Oh, and as MSX Droid says, sometimes AliExpress has been really busy setting up local EU warehouses, so often I can order from Spain or France or Belgium or Poland or whatever, and then we already didn't have to pay VAT, or it was in the price, but you know, so that was a good deal too. Didn't have to pay VAT on my last Dig Uno I got this week. Then you were lucky. Well, I don't think they can police this rule like they couldn't before. So more expensive packages might still make it through sometimes. But I always say make sure you count it into what you think you're going to spend. And then if you don't get taxed, you got lucky.